Hello, my paranormal peeps, and welcome back to another Deep Woods Paranormal podcast. My name is Matt Harvey. I am the founder and lead investigator with Deep Woods Paranormal. My wife and I, along with others, investigate everything paranormal in nature. Every week, we will discuss everything from creepy haunted locations to ghosts to Bigfoot, UFOs, Dogman, and other cryptid creatures, and explore all things paranormal in nature. Hey guys, sorry for the lack of podcast the last couple of weeks. For some reason, one was corrupted and the other one disappeared. I don't know what's going on, but I definitely think it's paranormal in nature. I'm not going to blame the ghosts in this room, but yeah. Anyways, Happy New Year, guys. I apologize that the last two podcasts have not been successfully uploaded, but we're going to get caught up here and we'll be putting out podcasts every Friday. This one's just going out for last Friday, unfortunately. Amanda and I have done two podcasts in a row that both have just, for some reason, just didn't work out. So, again, on this podcast, I'm going to kind of go through the 2023 year real quick. We originally did like an hour and a half podcast, so maybe it's a good thing it didn't go out. But yeah, we did a really long podcast on 2023. I'm going to go back and kind of recap that and talk about what we're planning on doing in 2024. So bear with me. This is going to be kind of a hopefully I'll get through this quickly, but as you guys know, I love to talk. So anyways, okay, so we had a lot of guests on last year. My friend Caitlin and Chris. We had John West. We had Phil Webster. We had Kitty Thibodeau. We had Alexa and AI, which was fun. Bo Roberts. We had Michelle Welch. And then we did the podcast from the front porch of the Opia Pile House. We had lots of conversations with haunted dolls. We talked about the Normandy Inn. We talked about our paranormal road trip, the Texas Triangle, the cattle mutilations, the Woodbine Hotel. Okay, so let me share my screen because if you're actually watching, you're like, Matt, you're going way too fast. I don't know what you're talking about. All right. So first off, I want to go back and give a shout out to our friends over at the Cat Cafe out in Huntsville, Texas. Thank you guys so much for hosting the Bigfoot conference we did. We had about 24, 25 people. It was a lot of fun to meet y'all. And we had a good time talking about Bigfoots and stuff like that and sharing stories. Although the ghost decided to interfere at some point and mess with my computer and the internet. They kept messing with the internet. So, but anyways, I will be posting a lot of shorts from that possibly here in the next little bit because I know we have a huge Bigfoot fan base. And that seems to be what everybody likes to see is the Bigfoot stuff. So if you're a Bigfoot fan, it's coming. We're in the middle of shooting. We're actually out doing a lot of Bigfoot activity right now, looking for Bigfoot activity. We have a lot of new clients that are going to essentially, we're going to be investigating at their other properties. We have the Happy Glamper. As our new RV, or not RV, but travel trailer that we'll be pulling around and using that as a home base this year. We finally kind of got things squared away. We finally got everything kind of put in there. It took a little bit. Unfortunately, Amanda and I both got sick at the beginning of the year, the very first day of the year. I got basically a major allergic reaction, and then Amanda comes home with the flu. So that was not good, but at least we got that out of the way. So we're done with the flu for this year, hopefully, fingers crossed. All right. So the Cat Cafe, a very haunted location. It's an old jail in Huntsville. I went up and left a card, and I was very lucky that the owners decided they would allow us to come in and check it out. And we just went on from there. If you follow our YouTube channel, which I'll show you in just a minute, you can, or a Rumble channel, you can go through and watch the investigations from there. We've had some crazy things happen. In fact, my friend Joe, both the last times we've been there, through the spirit box has come through just very clearly. And you could tell it's him. He's got his accent. He's got a very Southern accent. And Joe was just a really good friend. He had Bigfoots on his property. I've talked about Joe many, many times. It's one of our most popular videos on our YouTube channel is Joe's Camp. So over time, what I'm going to do is just put out little tidbits from the investigations at his property, and basically go through and talk about the things that we experienced and show you guys. And then you guys can make up your own mind as to what you think everything is. So, the Cat Cafe, if you're ever out in Huntsville and you want to have a coffee, they have amazing coffee and other cool treats and stuff. Please go check them out. Another place we went this year was the OP Piled House. I just went to their Facebook page. If you want to come on here and support them, that'd be great. We actually sat on the porch and did numerous interviews with multiple people last year. I'm not going to mention everybody by name just because there was just too many people and too many shows. I think we did close to 100 and some odd shows last year. Um, so that's pretty good for doing a podcast hobby. Anyways, um, yeah, so that was a lot of fun. We had a lot of activity in the house. I saw multiple apparitions in the house, and even Amanda experienced some things that were paranormal in nature. So that was cool. And we got to spend the night. The owners are extremely nice, and were very accommodating and letting us do our own research in the house and stuff. Unfortunately, the stuff that we caught, unfortunately, um, for some reason, the only thing that caught anything was the DVR cameras, and we got something real cool. And I'll do a video short on that too. Um, and I'll post that onto our YouTube and Rumble channel for you guys to see. So, really amazing house. Seems to be very, very actively haunted. I would highly recommend if you get to go out and do an investigation there. She holds, I think the owners hold investigations like once a year, maybe twice a year. So stay tuned for that. Maybe check them out on YouTube, not YouTube, I'm sorry, Facebook, and like their page and follow them. Another place we went this year, we went there several times. We met Shammy, the last owner. She was very nice. She let us come in and stay a couple times and do a lot of research. Amazing cooks. My friend works there now, so he's the head chef, and he's keeping us posted on what's going on. They're doing a lot of renovation in the hotel, but the food is amazing there. I would highly recommend if you're out in where is I forget where this is at. Where are they at? So they're in Madisonville. If you're out in the Madisonville area, I would highly recommend if you're in the mood for some great food, go check out the Woodbine Hotel and Inn and Restaurant. And hopefully they've finished the renovations. And if you're lucky enough, you'll have a really good um, haunted stay at this location. It's was one of the most haunted places I've ever been. So, and that's saying a lot. I've been doing this for 30 plus years, researching ghosts and all that stuff. So, all right, I'm trying to keep moving. I'm sorry. The former Normandy Inn. We were supposed to go back there in September. No, it was October. This was going to be our Halloween special for you guys on YouTube and Rumble. And unfortunately, the house sold. So we ended up going out and doing some Bigfoot research instead. And then unfortunately, we weren't able to do anything in the house. But if you have not seen the Normandy Inn video on our YouTube channel, I would highly recommend you go check it out. Some crazy things happened in that house. Apparitions, things moving on the road. We documented so much crazy stuff in that place. And then figured out that if you don't give them energy, they won't be able to manifest. So um lessons learned, a lot of lessons learned in the Normandy Inn, and we're very grateful for our friend that allowed us to go in there, investigate, and for his dad also as well. So very grateful to have had the opportunity to go into the Normandy Inn in Galveston, Texas, the former Normandy Inn. Now it's under private ownership. I don't know who owns it, but they sold it recently, and so yeah, not sure what's going on with that, but maybe in the future we'll go by there, leave a card as well, and maybe it'll allow us to come in and check things out again, and hopefully it gets restored and put back to its former glory. That would be amazing because that place is it's beautiful inside, but it just is really run down. So okay, I'm sorry. Keeping going, the San Jacinto County, Texas jail. This is a beautiful old jail, and it's an old historical town. It also has Bigfoot in and around it. This is a very active Bigfoot area, as we found out when we were investigating there last. What was it? I think it was November. So yeah, I just this will be part of our exploring the unknown with Matt and Amanda. So will the Cat Cafe and stuff like that. We're still filming at these locations. We're still actively filming. Like I said, when I first started talking about the Exploring the Unknown with the Matt and Amanda show, we're putting on YouTube and Rumble. I had no idea how involved it was. Now I see why they have so many people working on a set because it's just super involved. There's so much you have to do and stuff like that. And it's a heavy learning curve, and I'm learning. And Amanda and the other couple people that are working with us on trying to put this together. I'm very grateful for them, and so yeah, as we go, I'm hoping to get that show out soon. And we'll talk more about that later. But anyways, if you get a chance to go investigate the San Jacinto County jail, it's a really cool place, and especially because it has an old post office, has an old schoolhouse, an old train depot, and then the grounds, of course, where over 200 people were hung, maybe even more than that. And maybe you'll experience something Bigfoot as we did. So the last time we were there, something kind of came and took a peek at us, and as soon as we realized what was going on, it ducked off and took off into the forest behind the jail. So, anyways, just crazy experiences. All right, so let's keep going. People keep asking me about hats. We now have some new paranormal hats in. People were asking me about camo. So I've gone through and done some different hats and camouflage and different colors. We still have beanies. I know it's cold out. We have the Bigfoot beanies. We also have the ghost hunting beanies. I'll let you come onto our site. Our site is linked down below. And I'll link all these as well, all these locations as well. This is not everywhere we went, and we'll talk about Bigfoot in a minute here. But yeah, really cool. Um, just really cool hats. A lot of people are very interested in them. We also have shirts if you're interested in that. We do not make very much of these things, but it helps us get our name out there if you guys want to come on here and purchase a shirt or a hat and stuff like that. And let me know if you have any questions or if there's a hat that you would like to see that we don't have on here. We have multiple designs. As you can see, we have ghost hunting, we have Bigfoot, we have alien, and stuff like that. So if you're interested in this, and then we just have the blank logos. We also have the Deep Woods Paranormal Podcast hats. I need to order one of those this month and get that in because I'd like to wear that while I'm doing this show, and get Amanda one too. But yeah, a lot of cool new hats. I think I have my favorite ones. Actually, let's see which one it is. Where'd it go? I think it's this one, but it comes in a different color. I gave my friend one of these. All right. Well, anyways, you guys get the point. You can see the hats. You can come in here and choose. There's a lot of different hats and stuff and styles and stuff. So if you want to come in and purchase a hat, it's on deepwoodsparanormal.com. It's in our store. You can come on to our uh, website and go through our store. Our podcasts are here. If you're listening to this on some podcast channel and you don't know how to get back to it, you just come to our website. Our podcast is here. All of our podcasts get loaded here. I think we have close to 200 now. So yeah, all the recent podcasts are here. So you can check these out. And then of course our YouTube channel's here. We just recently updated this one. Bigfoot, the Eye Shine Paranormal Activity Con and Camera. Um, this is from Black Star Canyon. This is an older video that actually I was able to use and stuff like that. But all of our stuff's here, all of our YouTube stuff here. You can also link to our YouTube channel, and then public events. Yeah, somebody was asking me about this. So we're meet and greets. We just did a meet and greet when we did the Bigfoot conference, but yeah, we're going to be doing public Bigfoot expeditions. Like I said, we were working with Joe on setting this stuff up. This is Joe's camp. He literally had Bigfoots right in the middle of his. I mean, they would literally walk out of the forest right in the middle of the day. I mean, they'd just be standing on the edge of the forest. And you'd be like, what the hell? Holy crap, it's a Bigfoot. So, yeah, we're working on setting up some new locations. I don't want to just pick random locations and go out and then there's no activity. I would like to go out to places where we've had activity before and make sure that you guys are getting an experience. I want to make sure that we're taking you places where you could possibly experience something for yourself. And that's what it's all about. Whether it's a tree knock or we hear a scream or somebody's lucky enough to actually have an actual sighting. I want to make sure we find a location or locations that you're going to have an actual real encounter. I don't want you to say, well, I think I heard something. I don't want to just be like, whoa, that was boring. We didn't hear anything. We didn't experience anything. Never saw any prints, never saw any tree bands, never saw anything. So I want to pick the location or locations very carefully because I want to make sure people have a good experience. So that's why this is coming soon and stuff like that. So that will be coming. I think we're going to probably do that closer to March or April when it's not hot but not cold, and then maybe we'll do it again in September and August. Um, sorry, August and September. I got that backwards. We'll choose some cooler months because it's not fun to be out there when it's blazing hot. Now we will be using the trailer as a home base at these locations, and so that you guys will have an opportunity to get in and out of the heat and into the cool. So we might have a base camp in the Sam Houston National Forest or the Angeles National Forest or whatever. Okay, we'll talk about Bigfoot here more in a minute. All right. So we've been doing really well on our subscribers on our YouTube channel. If you haven't come over here to our YouTube channel, please do come over here and check it out. And if you like the content, please like and subscribe. Um, this is the Bigfoot video that I just redid. Um, you can see the eye shine behind us. Hey, so, but a lot of Bigfoot research in here. We will be going back to these forests that we've had activity before and continuing our research at these locations. When you do research and you have a good location like Bastrop or Sam Houston National Forest, or you find locations that are good, it's good to continue to come back and continue to check them out. So, all right, yeah, like I said, if you can come over here and subscribe and like our channel, share our videos on your social media, that really helps to get our name out there and helps to boost our ratings and hopefully get the YouTube algorithm to continue to feed us new people. So, anyways, and here's our Rumble channel. You guys are kicking butt over here. Holy moly, we have over 1,000 subscribers now on our Rumble channel, and this has only been here for about a year. No, not even that much. I think I started this in March of last year. So again, all of our content's here. Um, we do a lot of podcasts and stuff like that. I'm going to try and get more regular videos, more paranormal investigations out for you guys, more shorts and stuff like that, where we're actually investigating. Again, I have so much video to edit right now. I'm trying to go through and put the show together. It is very, very, very involved. So that said, complaints done. Okay, so exploring the unknown with Matt and Amanda will cover a very large area. We're going to be investigating what I call the Texas Triangle. So you can't see, where's San Antonio? So here's San Antonio. We got Houston over here, and then you got Dallas Fort Worth. Now, if you were to draw a triangle in here, you'd have there's a lot of activity in and around here. Now you're going, Matt, but the Davy Crockett National Forest, the Sam Houston National Forest is outside of that. Yes, I know. And this is not all the pens. For some reason, it doesn't show all my pens. Um, this is Bigfoot reports. This is UFO reports. This is Dogman reports. This is hauntings and stuff like that. This whole section. But it seems like this area around the Brazos Valley that goes from Dallas down to Houston, and then, of course, over through Austin and into San Antonio. And, of course, over here on the east side of Texas as well. There's a crap ton of reports before between UFOs and the cattle mutilations and people seeing Bigfoots and seeing Dogman and hauntings and ghosts and stuff like that. There's a lot of activity just in this area alone. And there's a lot of opportunities to go out and investigate new locations that people have not been to. All along the Brazos River seems to be a good spot. The Sabine River seems to be a good spot. Um, one of these days, what I want to do is I want to get in a boat and just cruise down the river with Amanda and film our way down and just try and do Bigfoot research as we go down this river, maybe go 100 miles down the river and try and get into some of these areas around where all these Bigfoot reports are happening. This year we want to continue our research in the Sam Houston National Forest. We also want to hit the Angeles National Forest because there's a lot of activity. We're working with somebody on the Daniel Boone, no, I'm sorry, David Crockett National Forest, excuse me. And there's other places all around here. This whole section. If you go along the Brazos River, coming down into College Station and then going up towards Fort Worth. I've talked about this many times, but along that river, there's a lot of reports of Bigfoot reports. And I imagine that my map is not even close to being accurate with Bigfoot reports and even Dogman reports. So many people don't report Bigfoot and Dogman and even hauntings out here. It's not even funny. I want to go back to the Saratoga ghost lights too, on Ghost Road, and investigate that as well, that further. I don't know if we can find a place to camp there for the weekend, maybe a Friday, Saturday night, and then basically just do Bigfoot research there and also try and document any of those lights that people talk about. We only saw one when we were there. But yeah, I mean, there's just so much activity. I mean, this is Center's up by where Joe used to live. There's all kinds of places all around where he used to live. You got the Sam Houston National Forest. You got the Davy Crockett National Forest, which we don't have a lot of reports in, unfortunately. I know you guys are out there, and if you're listening to this podcast, I'd appreciate you contacting me. Now, there's no judgment, guys. I know a lot of people are afraid of being ridiculed or being told they're lying or, they're crazy or whatever. There's no judgment here. If you've experienced a Bigfoot or a Dogman or a haunting or a UFO or whatever in paranormal nature, feel free to contact us. Feel free to reach out. My number is down on the bottom of our description in our YouTube channel. It's also in the description in our podcast, our Rumble channel, Facebook. I mean, you can contact us many, many ways. So feel free to reach out, but please only report real reports. If you want to reach out to me in the comments, go ahead. Again, please respect everybody's opinions, whether they're a believer or they're a non-believer, they're on the fence. Everybody, there's no right or wrong with the paranormal. Everybody has a different opinion, and until we actually can say for sure, 100% sure that it is this or it's that or it's whatever. And no, to my knowledge, nobody's ever 100% proven anything, um, whether it's real or it's not real. And you can take any of the Bigfoot, I mean, any of the paranormal subjects, hauntings, UFOs, ghosts, um, demons, angels, um, Bigfoot, Dogman, whatever, and all the other crazy cryptids that are out there. Nobody's proven them to be real or non-real, and there's people like me that are knowers. There's people that are on the fence. There's people that essentially, um, just basically don't believe. And unfortunately, no matter what, you're not ever going to make them believe. A ghost could appear right in front of them, or Bigfoot could, come right out walking out of the woods right in front of them, or Dogman, or whatever. They could experience something, and no matter what, they're not going to believe. And so, it is what it is. And I think it's more of a defense mechanism, actually, because it's scary. And it is scary to have something like that happen. And so, with this show, Exploring the Unknown with Matt and Amanda, we're pretty much going to be traveling all through Texas for now. And if we can get the show going and everybody really likes the show and we're doing well, um, and we can get our YouTube channel and our Rumble channel really cruising, get up to, 50, 100,000 subscribers, then we can essentially continue our research. What's cool about doing our own show and producing our own show is that nobody has, there's no other outside influence. When you get onto these TV shows, they basically say it's going to be this or it's going to be that, or you're going to go here, you're going to go there, or you have a week to shoot. We don't have those restrictions. We can go into places and we can spend a week. We can go and spend, we can go back multiple times. We can continue our research, especially if we're, documenting whatever. So that's the cool thing about Exploring the Unknown with Matt and Amanda. It's 100% real. It's our experiences. And you guys can watch and you can decide for yourself whether you think, what you think it is. We're never going to fake anything. And, if we start doing that, we're done. I'm going to unplug the show. But, yeah, so again, it was a cool 2023 year. A lot of lessons learned, from doing the research and um, meeting new people and getting, to really kind of get their take on different things and how, what their opinions of things are and how they investigate and stuff like that. We have met a lot of new witnesses. So thank you to everybody who's come forward um, and stuff like that. And now we're working with a bunch of new people. If you're on our Facebook page, feel free to reach out to us. We love hearing your reports. If you're on let me go to our Facebook page. Let me get into our Facebook page. If it'll go. So if you're over here on our Deep Woods Paranormal page, you can, feel free to leave us a message. You can keep up with our content if you're following us on here, or you can go to our group, our Deep Woods Paranormal group. Let me get out of here. Let's see, Deep Woods Paranormal. So we do have the Deep Woods Paranormal group. Again, I post all of our content here so that you guys can see what's going on with us and follow us. Again, we got new gear from last year. I got a ghillie suit, and I'm really excited about this pop-up blind because it's something I've been wanting to do for a long time. I think you guys have heard me talk about doing a stealth camp, a Bigfoot stealth camp. We have a couple places we're going to try this at, or we're going to go sit there. Amanda and I are going to go sit inside this thing, and we're going to have cameras. We're going to be manning it with thermal and other stuff. We'll have a bunch of trail cams like all over the place around us, and we'll just see if anything wants to come in. We'll be maybe even just leaving a camera rolling inside of there and seeing if anything happens. And then, of course, we'll be flying the drone around and stuff like that too. But Yeah, so that's basically our plan for this year. We're going to start out with the Bigfoot research, going through probably summer until it gets a little too warm to be out there. Right now, it's perfect. It's a little cooler. Bigfoots, in my opinion, at this time, are not really that active. Now, I know people out there with Bigfoots on their property or that are researching are going, Matt, I've got a ton of activity going on in my area. This is all based off of my experiences. Uh, at this time, they're basically quiet. I don't think that they're really meeting. They are doing tree knocks and they are migrating around. They're probably still, doing their normal hunting and stuff, but I don't really think that they're really out there, um, you know, screaming and howling that much unless they're trying to scare somebody or something, maybe another Bigfoot or a dog man out of their territory. So I think at this point in time, it's more stealth for them. And I think as you get closer to the end of summer, and that's when people start getting rocks thrown at their trailers, they hear the screams, they hear the tree knocks like crazy. They might see them. A lot of road crossings start to happen and stuff like that. And as the juveniles start to become older and become more of an adult, I think they're moving from one group to another and migrating and stuff like that. So, that's when you start having a lot of the road crossings and stuff. Now, I just recently, about a month or two ago, saw something run across the road up by Longview. I was on my way back from Longview to College Station, and something ran across the road right in front of me. And I can't tell you it was a Bigfoot. I cannot say 100% it was a Bigfoot, but it was about 8 feet tall, bipedal, and I just caught. There was 4 lanes of traffic. I caught it when it was about halfway across the road, and it only took like 2 steps to cross the road. I mean, it got across 2 lanes of traffic in 2 steps, and it was very tall, on 2 legs, and it literally turned its shoulders just like this, just like the Patterson Gimlin film, as it basically stepped onto the dirt on the other side, went up over a berm into the forest. I pulled over, I gave chase. I could not see anything. There's no homes, no farms, no nothing there, no cabins. It was right in the middle of the forest. In fact, that was up by the Davy Crockett National Forest. And I think I pinned that. So, yeah, it literally just ran right in front of me. And it was around 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So I don't know why anybody would be running across the road at that time in the morning. The only reason I saw it is I flashed my brights on right as it was finishing crossing the road. So, anyways, that was a cool experience. But yeah, let me just make sure there's nothing else I need to talk to you guys about, and then we'll get you another podcast on Friday here. But anyways, we've talked about haunted objects this year. Last year we talked about haunted objects a lot. We got the we got the dolls and the creepy dolls next to me over here. We'll do another spirit box session with them, and see what they have to say for themselves. Right now, that table is a little bit of a mess, but we'll do another um, spirit box and EVP session maybe with them. So we talked about, okay, oh yeah, Bigfoot locations and cemeteries. We did the cemetery tour in Louisiana, which was a lot of fun. And then we did one here. We went out and checked out different places. I've got a cemetery. We were at one of the cemeteries that we went to a long time ago, and we made contact with a family there. And it was just, those graves were really old, and they told us to leave. We were in the middle of, basically just walking around, and basically they asked us to leave, so we left. But I'll have to get that video put together for you guys. So that'll be I'm not sure it'll be a short, but it'll be a good little video for you guys to watch. It was pretty interesting for them to communicate with us through the spirit box and stuff like that. And it's pretty clear stuff that comes through. Um, so Joe, we talked about Joe. Urban legends. If you guys know of any urban legends that we can actually research, and it's not just like in the middle of a street or something, it's actually like a location. Let's say it's an old hotel or um, an area in the forest or something. Any cool stories, please free for bleh, let me try that again. Please feel free to comment down below and tell us about it. And if you want, you can contact us as well. We've had a lot of people contacting us, which is really cool, talking about locations. So whether it's haunted, it's UFOs, it's Bigfoot, Dogman, river monsters, whatever. If it's paranormal related, we'd love to hear about it. We talked about how haunted childhood, my haunted childhood. Amanda had some activity in her life as well as a kid. Um, Lighthouses. I've been looking for lighthouses here in Texas to go research, and I found one that we can possibly do. I've got to work on getting that set up. That is going to be a very long trip for us. It's about an 8-hour drive out to this location. Um, but they actually have the graves of the old lighthouse keepers there. And my opinion on lighthouses is that the lighthouse keepers, because they put so much energy and so much of their love and, so much sweat and tears and blood into these locations, is that sometimes they will stay with the lighthouses. Even after they pass away, they will stay there because they loved the location so much. Um, or maybe they just have unfinished business. So, okay, cemetery tour. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you guys have any topics you want us to talk about, you want to come on to the podcast and tell us about your story, whether it's Bigfoot related, alien related, some kind of cryptid creature that you experienced, feel free to comment below or send us a message. We'd love to hear your story. And again, there's no judgment on this show. Let me stop sharing my screen here. There we go. And so we will catch you guys on the next one.